All right, so we're here at this property that, and I'm sure you guys saw it, that I bought it for $14,500, subject to the existing mortgage. We're gonna be able to take this house, make it look good, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna rent it or if I'm going to flip it. So depending on how this flow goes, that's gonna decide whether I do either. So let's go. David, vámonos. So now looking at the house, we now know that we gotta do some work. It's a little choppy. This is the only kitchen here. So I think what we're gonna do is we're probably gonna knock this down, this whole wall down. Hopefully it's not load bearing. And if it is, we just have the beam there. We'll have like an island, potentially. So now it opens everything up and now it becomes more of a great room, kitchen area. Probably rip up all this tile and let's go check out over here. Yeah, that's gonna look a lot better. The whole kitchen will be open, going into your dining room area. This is like your formal living. So it's definitely choppy. I don't know what this room is. It looks like it was potentially a master. So this could be another, this would be the master bedroom, potentially. There's a bathroom right here, so I'm assuming that's what it was. And you can kind of tell it's uneven. So there was either a hallway, something was here. So I don't know yet. Let's go see the rest of the house. Probably knock that out too. So this is an original bedroom and so is this one. Double doors to the patio area. So patio area, oh, as you can see, so this gives it to you here. Normal stucco, new stucco. Actually, not even stucco, it's just the plaster there against that addition. So I think that they ended up adding that, or they enclosed the whole patio that they had on that side. Yeah, and they put footings in and everything. That's crazy. And then you can see that they closed off 2 windows. So all this stuff here, we're gonna have to figure it out. And there's a pool. Not a fan of a place-in pool, but I guess we're gonna see after we figure out the pool equipment and see if it's even worth anything. Oh yeah, all this stuff. So this is pretty cool. They use this to keep the patio cover from falling, so. All right, so ahí tenemos, mira, 2 recámaras ahí. Aquí tenemos otra. We haven't, what I said is 2 bedrooms there. This is probably gonna be another bedroom. Check this out. This is another weird addition. A huge bedroom with 2 closets. This is probably the original one, maybe. I don't know. This definitely looks like this was added on. This is that wall that I knocked on earlier. And if you guys can see, you see the popcorn ceiling, and then you see this, then you know they added all this on. They kind of Mickey Mouse this for sure. And what that means, it's not done properly. Y fíjate acá en esta, otra recámara. Oh, this is cool. There's a lot of walls that need to get knocked down here to make this house flow. And I'm gonna talk to David. David's gonna be taking care of all of this. And we gotta figure out the best way to make this house flow, make it more marketable for rent or to sell. Market's great, we might sell it. Market's great, we might rent it, because it's all about keeping real estate for a long period of time, to generate wealth over time. And being that, you know, I paid minimal for this property, it's probably the better move to keep it, but functionality of this house is probably going to be the dictating factor whether I do sell it or keep it. So I'm not sure yet, but stay tuned. Wanted to show you guys the house, and this is it. This is what I paid 14.5 for. Pretty cool. And I can't wait to share some more with you guys on how this was obtained and my other investments here coming in the next videos, okay? Make it a powerful week. Take care. Hey guys, what's going on? You guys just saw me walk through one of our investment properties here in California. And the best part is that we purchased this home for $14,500. Yes, I did say that right, $14,500. But I'm gonna tell you guys how I was able to provide solutions for this seller to be able to buy it for that amount. So I'm gonna start from the beginning though, okay? I did buy this property subject to the existing mortgage. And subject to existing mortgage means that you're buying a property for pretty much anything over that loan amount. Again, you're buying the property for a number over that loan amount. That doesn't necessarily mean that the property is worth that. The property may be worth more. It might be worth exactly what the loan is owed, or it might be worth a little bit less, just depending on your market. So I'm gonna start from the very, very beginning. When the lead comes in, okay, just like any other lead, you wanna find out their motivation, their when, where, and their why. After the lead comes in, you speak to them, you set the appointment. We're in the business, we're here to set appointments. So once you're at the appointment, you now are gonna factor in, hey, you're gonna ask the questions that you need to ask to dictate which way you're gonna go to help this client. When you're able to provide more solutions for clients, you're able to increase your knowledge, expand your knowledge about what you're gonna be able to offer a potential seller, okay? Obviously based on their situation. So when you start expanding and elevating that skill set, you'll be able to come across these deals providing you know what to expect. Okay, so in this case, I bought this property for $14,500. Okay, and what does that entail? What's all in that money? Okay, so in this case, the seller had some liens that he needed to pay, some judgments that he was behind on. He had some unfinished tax bills that he had to pay, and some escrow fees as well. So all of that combined was about $14,500, okay? That doesn't mean I truly bought the house for $14,500. That was my out-of-pocket expense, okay? There's still a loan there, and this is where we're gonna get into the subject to model, subject to the existing mortgage, okay? And that means there is a loan established still for this house. And this loan is about $160,000, okay? But it's $160,000 that I don't have to qualify for, okay? I'm gonna tell you guys again, it's $160,000 that I don't need to qualify for that loan, okay? This is where the relationship building in your business is key. You're not gonna go knock on someone's door and tell them, hey, listen, can I buy your house subject to existing mortgage? They're not gonna know what that means, and it's not gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you that right now, it is not gonna happen. You have to establish yourself as a professional. You have to establish yourself as an expert in your market. And this is why expanding your knowledge in this business will create a lot more opportunities for you in that field if you even wanna buy a house subject to, okay? Because there's a lot of moving parts. So I'll get back in it. So there's $160,000 worth of debt that's owed on this home, okay? So with relationships, you're able to talk to that seller and let them know, this is my scenario. This is what I'm gonna offer you. And in this case, he wanted to be done with the property, okay? Needs a ton of repairs. It's not a functioning, I'm not gonna say it's not a feng shui kind of home. So there's definitely some issues there, but I saw an opportunity to be able to help this seller get out from all those judgments, the liens, all the back payments and such. So that delivered a solution for his situation. Okay, so that 160 still owed. I had the understanding, or we had the understanding, that I'm going to be taking over his payment. His payment now is $1,100. Okay, they don't want anything to do with anymore. So I want to establish better credit for them. Okay, remember this. I want to establish better credit for them, so I'm going to let them keep the loan in their name. Okay, I own the home. My company owns the home on title, but their loan is still in their name. I'm making the payments for a term of 12 to 24 months, whatever your contract states. Okay, again, you guys are probably thinking, like, how can we do this? Well, this is where the relationship building comes in. And when you start expanding what you know, you're able to offer this to them. Okay, super, super key. So now, being that I bought it for $14,500, that's not all I have to put in it. I have to still put in the rehab expenses. And the rehab expenses are going to be about 20 grand to make it all ready, to make it super nice and get it ready for a potential tenant, or for me to turn around and resell the property. So $14,500 plus 20 grand is $34,500 and some change, because I'm estimating 20K worth of expenses for me to fix up. So now I technically am in this property, invested in this property, $34,500, okay? Plus the $1,100 a month in mortgage. You have this thing for 10 months, obviously do the math. You have it for a year, do the math, okay? But that's a given already. If you were gonna be financing a home, you're gonna have a mortgage, right? The only difference is I'm in this property $34,500, and now I'm gonna cover that $1,100 a month. Every month it's gonna come out of my account. And if I put a renter in this house at $1,600 a month, because it's a nice 3-bedroom, 2-bath, needs some updating, has a pool, I'll be able to make $500 in positive cash flow. Okay, for a tune of 12 to 24 months, depending on your contract. In this case, it's a 2-year contract that I'm able to still continue to make his payment on his mortgage, and mind you, at a low interest rate. I think it's like 3.25%. So that's super key. So now I have a property that's going to give me passive income of $6,000 a year while I still own the asset. Loan isn't in my name. Loan is in the consumer or the borrower's name. I hold title, so I can control the property. If I want to sell it, I can sell it. If I want to keep it, I can keep it. So out of all that scenario, it's hard to get there and to see it if you don't take the time to learn the skill in this business, okay? And that's why we create different opportunities. Not because it's easy. No, it's because we've been doing it long enough and we're able to help others start understanding that knowledge of expanding your ability to know more solutions for these sellers, okay? So I wanted to share that, guys. You guys saw all the bullet points. It's $14,500 to buy, $20,000 to rehab, $34,500 total all in, with the potential $6,000 a year in positive cash flow. And myself, I'm gonna keep this property for quite some time because that's just what I'm gonna do. Now, if I wanted to flip it, I could flip it as well. So I'm very minimal out of pocket, and my return will end up being a lot more substantial because the house is probably worth, after fixing, probably $250K, $240,000. So there is some profits there, but that's not the avenue I'm going with. So I hope that subject to kind of model helped you. And if you guys have any more questions about how to buy and how to go create and how to establish a subject to existing mortgage conversation, I'm open to it. DM me, message me, and I'm here to help, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care.